got our work cut out for us.
Well, it was a close game with them and Depew last night, but I think they were looking past Depew towards us, and I think they're probably going to come out and play better tonight. So, hey, we got our hands full. I don't remember what the score was from the Wethersfield tournament, but this is going to be a battle again.
One thing we might point out here is the fact that this Stark County bunch, who we defeated in the very first game of the year earlier in the Kewanee-Wethersfield tournament, also then turned around and beat Princeton at Princeton. So this is no just slouch team that we have to worry about, or that we don't have to, not worry about at all, but somebody that is definitely a big-time opponent. Of course, a couple of years ago, Stark County defeated Putnam County in the regional over there.
That's right.
And have you seen our friends over there anywhere?
No, we haven't.
I thought maybe they'd be up here standing right next to us a little bit. We are sitting in the stands once again, so if people stand up in front of us a little bit, we apologize, but there's not a whole lot we can do about it. Running camera tonight, Justin Himmel brought along Jonathan. Maybe he'll be running one a little bit later on also. So the Himmel boys manning the cameras tonight for WREM television. Being introduced, Justin Turner was the first one. Coming out next is number 33, Adam Parrott. Parrott is 5'10". He is a sophomore. Turner is 5'11". He's a senior. Coming out is one of the big boys, Ryan Borman. Borman is 6'4". He's a senior. And 54 coming out, Travis Peterson, the other 6'4" bookend. He is a junior. And that leaves then finally number 21 to come out, Jason Jackson. He comes in at 6'2" tall, and he is a senior. And that pretty well does it for the 4-4 Stark County Rebels.
I'm not aware who their leading scorer is either, so I don't know who we need to stop,
Yeah, we'll probably find out a little bit more as the game goes on. There you see Putnam County's huddle, which you can see of it from the people standing there. We'll stand up. First one introduced, of course, is, I hope his ankle is all right, and Steve Gabriel's. You hear anything about his ankle today?
Well, it wasn't the one that was taped, so now he's probably got both of them taped tonight.
Chris Doyle
looks like they are.
Chris Doyle comes out, also followed by Jeff Holtz. Holtz comes in. He's about 6'4". He's a little bit bigger, wide body than what the other 6'4" kids are. But that was work cut out for us, along with the Bulldozer, a.k.a. John Paul Ramirez. And then finally being introduced last is Ryan Hahn, one of the three-point specialists who also has to play defense, rebound, and do everything for Putnam County, as all of these people are apt at doing that. We saw Holtz did a 17-footer last night. Hahn, of course, and Doyle and Gabriels can all hit the three. The Bulldozer just is all over the place, and we're about ready for action here at Hall High School.
One thing we picked up last night, Stark County really had a lot of trouble with the zone. That's something we've played a lot of lately, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of defense we come out. We'll probably come out in man-to-man right away to get moving, but I think a zone is obvious that Stark County has trouble with that.
I was talking to their coach earlier, and he says that they're kind of a patient ball club. They don't run a lot, they don't press a lot, but they will take their time on offense and try to get it down inside, and you're going to be looking at 54 and 55, Peterson and Borman. Borman reminds me of last year, or a couple of years ago, so he must have been a sophomore a couple of years ago when we went over to Kewanee's Weatherfield, and then saw him later as part of the regional. Pass out of bounds, first turnover goes to Putnam County.
Yeah, we started out in our 1-2-2 there, and they had a little trouble with that.
I was just going to say, what did we start out in? I wasn't looking.
The funny thing about it is the Stark County coach complained about Depew being deliberate. Well, we've watched Stark County for the last 3 years, and I think Stark County's pretty deliberate. Huh?
A long one by Doyle gets it down, and Chris Doyle makes it 3-0, Putnam County.
Big boy for Stark County's limping already.
Chris Doyle was able to get that down. Nice to see him start out with a big three right off the bat.
Might look like 21 might be the one they want to go to here.
21
besides the inside.
Right, is Jackson. The Turner now over on the other corner is number 33, and that is Parrott. Parrott back around to Turner. Turner constantly looking inside, as we said they probably would. Long one taken that time by Parrott. He gets that and then knocks it up at 3 apiece. Just starting the ball game. Putnam County going from left to right on your television screen here on WREM Television, Putnam County's #1 local sports television station. This is Hahn. Hahn with a three. No good. A rebound comes out of there to Borman.
Yeah, we changed up a little bit on offense there. We had Hahn play the big man that time.
Putnam County still in the 1-2-2. This is Jackson inside. Turn around that time to Turner. Turner misses it.
Good
Rebound.
Good box out by John Paul.
Good box out by everybody that time.
Yeah,
really.
we gotta. Gabriel's tried to move it up the court. That's what we gotta do. Make them hustle, get back on defense. Don't play their game.
Parrott gets the ball in the corner to Turner. Back to Parrott with another long three. And they're not just the most patient people right now as Holtz goes high for that one. We get it ahead to the bulldozer. The bulldozer waits to let the man go by him and gets it down, and it's 5-3.
That's what we need to do. We need to make them play a faster game.
Looks like we want to run. We've tried to the last couple times. Right now it's Putnam County 5, Stark County Rebels with 3. Inside, 3 seconds pretty soon. No, he gets out of it in time.
Close.
This is Jackson back inside. Tried to turn around against Holtz. Holtz goes straight up. Good defense that time by Jeff Holtz. He put his hand straight up in front of him. He looked confused. He was trying to play for the foul, and it just didn't work for him. This is Hahn now on the right side. Putnam County looking to go inside also. Man-to-man defense employed.
Yeah, Stark County, I think they always play man-to-man. I don't think they switch it up too much.
Talking to the coach beforehand, and he said, we will play man tonight here at Hall High School. Hahn on the right side. Holtz is out front. Hahn drives now. Now gets it to Holtz. Around to Doyle. Doyle inside. This is Steve. Back out front to Chris. Around to Ryan. We'll go by first names for a while. Tried to get it inside to Doyle. Out of bounds off of Stark County. It's still 5-3 with 4:50 to go in this first quarter. Putnam County to trigger from the inbounds underneath their own basket. Tried to get it inside to Holtz. Comes back to Gabriels. Gabriels drives. That's the Holtz
pass by Steve.
What a pass by Steve Gabriels. What? That is one of the prettiest things there is in basketball. Steve knew he was going to draw a crowd. Passed it to Holtz for the easy 2, and it's 7-3. The long one taken by Turner gets that down, and just like that, it's 7-6.
That's 2 open threes we've given them and not even guarded them.
Pass inside, back out to Hahn. Looking to get it inside once again. It's going to go over here to Hahn. Hahn looking inside. Gabe Ramirez once in a while is open just for a brief second. Almost taken away, and finally is taken away that time by Jackson. 7-6. 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Inside, one of the big boys, out of bounds. Turnover now. Stark County back to Putnam County. The battle of the counties tonight.
Yeah.
Stark versus Putnam. Stark, I think, is a lot bigger county.
Well, we're the smallest county, so it has to be bigger.
Gabriels, this is Doyle in the corner. Holtz. On driving. Playing a lot around the perimeter here. This is Hahn. Hahn misses that. Rebound Holtz. Holtz gets tangled up with Ramirez.
Yeah.
And things are just not going quite right now for the Panthers here in this first quarter. 7-6 is your score. Holtz knocks it away. Almost out of bounds. On the floor. Picked up by Stark County. Shot taken that time by Borman. No good. Rebound knocked away by Holtz. Picked out of there finally by Parrott. And they set it up again. Parrott inside. A turnaround. Nice move that time by Peterson. And that makes it 8-7. Putnam County down for the first time in this tournament.
They've had 3 buckets, and all 3 of them been uncontested.
8-7 is the score here in the first period. If you're just joining us, it's been shots like this, and it hasn't fallen right now for Putnam County. Fortunately, we got the rebound on that one. This is Hahn.
Get in there.
Hahn finally gets that one down on his third shot. And Ryan Hahn dials the McNabb long distance for those low rates.
Get him going now.
10-8, Putnam County.
And we're in a man-to-man for the first time.
Going to probably contest a few more of those shots here by Stark County. This is Turner in the corner. Turner gets the ball taken
by Gabriels.
You know, Steve Gabriels plays a very good defensive ball game. You saw it the other night there against Streeter when he came from the weak side. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to replay the Streeter game Friday night at 6 o'clock. So you people who didn't get a chance to tape can get it back then. No fouls. I heard a couple of them clear up here. No fouls called anywhere on either team in this first quarter. Still in the man-to-man defense. Turner, the same 5 for both ball clubs so far. 1:38 to go, first quarter. Looking inside, finally getting it inside to Borman. No, shot, no good. Finally taken out of there by Hahn.
John Paul got him screened out. That's the reason why we were able to get the ball.
Ramirez tried to get it to him underneath. The ball goes out of bounds, and Victor Gensini will be coming in for Jeff Holtz. 1:23 to go right now. You know, we haven't played the best right now that I've seen us play all year.
Pass there, that's for one of those skywalkers. You know, we don't have one of them.
Well, we haven't hit that
Was it a
well.
good idea? Yes, it was. But a guy like that's got to have a tremendous vertical jump to get that.
This is Borman. He gets it down, ties the score at 10 apiece. Well, I was going to say, we haven't played that well. I had some turnovers, shots not go down, and we're still in a tie ball game here. So when things start to click, look out then. Gabriel's with the shot, no good, a rebound by the Bulldozer. It goes up, no good, rebound. Bulldozer gets it taken away. It's still 10 apiece, and here comes Stark County with a chance to take the lead. Knocked away that time by Doyle, and it'll go back to Stark County. Both teams, I think, 2 nights in a row. Actually, for Putnam County, this is what, 4 games in 5 nights?
It is.
We've got to be tired.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. At least we're used to it by playing in the Wethersfield tournament that many games. So
that did. Of course, Stark County
Wethersfield
did
tournament
also.
we played Friday and 2 Saturday. You know.
The nice part about it is we didn't have to travel as far as Stark County to get here. Drive on a baseline, no good. By Stark County, picked out by Chris Doyle. Doyle around the horn to Hahn. Through Gabriels. Hahn once again. This is a 15-footer by Chris Doyle. Nice shot that time by Chris Doyle.
A good job of Doyle and John Paul both coming to the ball once they saw Hahn was in trouble.
12.
Last time Hahn got it stolen from him, nobody came to help him. They were down to 8 seconds here at the end of the first quarter.
This is Jackson looking for help. Gets the ball over to Parrott. Parrott with the shot, no good. Rebound on the floor. Time runs out. And Putnam County finishes this first quarter with a 12-10 lead. Speaking of leads, the leader in gasoline is undoubtedly Amoco. Amoco is rated number 1 as far as gasoline products are concerned. So why is it that you're not using that great Amoco product? And the place to get it, of course, is at the Tater Oil Company. And they've got 24-hour service out there. You get yourself a special card. I think it's called a perk card. And they can take care of all your gasoline needs. So if you're out there late at night and you can't get gasoline anywhere, just go out to Tater Oil Company with your perk card, and they'll take care of it for you. And when you're talking heating oil, no better place to call than the Tater Oil Company with the best product at the best rates. So, Tater Oil Company, one-stop service for your vehicle and your home heating needs.
Well, I don't think either team shot that well in the first quarter. Stark County might have, but we missed a lot of easy shots. We got to pick the tempo up a little bit, get the ball going up and down the court. That'd be to our favor. But that's going to be hard to do if Stark County is scoring. So it's going to be a situation where we're going to have to limit to 1 shot, get a turnover, get the outlet pass from a rebound, and get going.
You saw the Putnam County huddle there on your television screen, and we will inbound the ball to start the second quarter. Putnam County with a 2-point lead here in the first half. Inside to Ramirez. Ramirez off the glass and doesn't fall. Gensini high,
all right.
and Gensini gets it down. Victor Gensini, a WRM television cameraman during the girls' games, gets it down to make it 14-10. And boy, can he elevate.
He's been a nice surprise so far this year, coming off the bench and helping us.
Inside, this is Borman. Borman gets it back out front to Jackson. Knocked out of bounds by the Bulldozer. Coming into the game is Holtz and Asklund. TJ Asklund coming in for, this is Doyle. Chris Doyle. And the Bulldozer takes a break. Just can't overwork that engine all the time, you know it?
We're definitely trying to go inside.
This is a shot by Peterson, no good. Taken out by
Holtz just
Ryan
keeps
Hahn.
his hands up. He's really had trouble shooting over him.
Hahn looking for help.
Come help him, guys. Come on.
Gets it inside, tries to. That should be a travel. It is a travel back to Putnam County. The old referee just came out in there, the turnover that.
Yeah.
I love to call it before they do.
Well, if he stays down and doesn't try to advance, it's not traveling, right?
If he rolls over, it is, because then you're gaining an advantage.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he's not trying to advance.
Yep. Minute they roll over, it's generally an automatic. But you never know. On the top, Asplund now on the left side. Looking. Gabriels will set it up. Gabriels will probably penetrate here. Dish it off to Hahn. Hahn dials long distance one more time. No good. No connection this time. And it comes off of there. Still 14
Busy
to 10.
signal.
Thought I'd throw that in tonight. I don't know why.
Got a break there. We lost track of who we were guarding. And we didn't get a turnover, but
Turner with the shot. The rebound came off. New man into the ballgame now is Webster for Stark County. He gets the rebound, puts it down. He's got a chance now to cut it to one.
We didn't get our man boxed out. Hurt us.
Webster comes in at 6'2". 6:26 to go in the first half. Putnam County 14, Stark County 12. Webster with that one, gets it down, makes it a one-point ball game. You wonder when coach is going to put in a half-court trap here. Hahn takes a little bit of a breather. It looks like the ankle last night by Steve Gabriels appears to be all right now. Don't forget, Friday night at 6 o'clock, we replay the Streeter game. Nice turnaround that time with a good rebound by Victor Gensini. They call him for out of bounds, and it goes back to Stark County.
Now, they got to call a push on that if they're going to call him out of bounds. You know?
Too bad we didn't have a replay here tonight. We could see that. This is Parrott with the ball, driving against Doyle. This is Borman. Back to Parrott, around to Turner. On his side is Jackson. Still looking inside. They got Webster in there now as the other big man at 6'2". So we got Holst and Gensini in there. 6'4" and 6'4" going against 6'2" and 6'4". Little height advantage right now for Putnam County. Almost knocked away by Doyle in there. Getting a little rougher now inside as Gensini's trying to hang on to Webster. Don't want to lose him. Shot taken by Jackson. No good. Rebound. Nice rebound that time by Jeff Holst.
Stark County was very patient then.
Out of bounds. Back to Stark County. And coach is not happy right now with the turnovers. When's the last time we had a shot down there?
It's been a while.
5:23 to go in the first half. The winner of this game advances to the championship game on Thursday night at 8:15. The loser goes to the third place game. Shot taken, no good. Rebound by Holst. Air ball that time. Some of our crowd gets over there. A few students here tonight. Gabriels loses control of the handle. Now to Asplund. TJ around the top.
Stark County's playing a sticky man-to-man, and that's why we're having trouble getting people open.
Nice pass by Doyle to Holst. I'll combine the names, and Holst gets it down. Beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass by Chris. Got some penetration, dumped it off.
Man-to-man by both teams now.
Good help by John Paul.
Look at what Ramirez did. He came over and helped on the weak side and prevented the pass to the open man. Ramirez now out in the corner. He's all over Turner. This is Borman going against Holst. Nice help there once again by Doyle. Jackson holds high. Putnam County, as you can see, working hard on defense.
And Stark County being very patient.
Shot taken by Jackson, no good. Asplund with the board. Here comes TJ. He's coming up the floor, looking to go someplace. Drives in the middle. Nice travel that time, and we go the other way. You knew TJ was in trouble when he got to half court. He kept looking to pass it, but there was nobody to pass to.
Al McGuire had the rule. Stop and shoot at the free throw line or go all the way. You know how many times has that happened in ball games where,
or you end up with an offensive foul.
That's right.
Don't forget, McNabb Telephone Internet Service Well, long-distance service. We'll hear probably a little bit more about that at halftime. But they've also got the great cellular telephone deals for you there, along with NAS Countryside Cellular. If you ever see the NASs here sometime at some of these ball games, of course, Jake is a member of the team, and they're helping support the team also. But they've got great deals, nationwide deals, local deals, emergency deals, or something that you want to carry your cellular phone with you at all times and use it for everything. Yeah, some of those things are so good now you don't even know if you want to use a landline phone or not. So check with NAS Countryside Cellular and McNabb Telephone for the greatest in cellular phone deals. 4 minutes exactly in the first half. 16-13, Putnam County by 3 points. Doyle covering up against Parrott. This is Turner. New man into the ballgame is Strode. Stark County, I'm sure, trying to look to get a little more offense in there. There's Borman, taken away almost by Hahn. No good rebound. Asplin going after it. Comes down to there to Strode. That's 2 air balls in a row.
Yeah, it didn't hit on the rim, and we had him boxed out. Just came over the top.
That's a lot like that long three-pointer once in a while as it comes way out there. Even though you got him boxed out, it doesn't always do it.
Steal by TJ.
Here comes Asplin once again, looking to pass it off this time.
Ah, come on, honey, shoot that.
Not out there, Jeff Holz. Looking for one of the three-point shooters. There's Hahn there. He's covered up. Right now, Gabriel's on the bench. Jeff Holz is not going to shoot from out there, but Chris Doyle will. Alters a shot. Nice rebound by Asplin. Doesn't quite get it down on the tip, and it's 16-13. Steve Gabriels will be checking in next dead ball. There will be changes at halftime. I can tell you right now, there will be adjustments. Borman with a 16-footer gets that down, and at 16-15, Putnam County by 1.
Yeah, we're just having trouble getting a good open look here on our offense. Stark County's doing a nice job.
Especially inside. Almost got it to Asplin right there, not quite. We're running the flex offense right now. Pick down there. There's Asplin running it inside. Skip pass. Doyle will take. No, he doesn't. Hahn maybe thinks about driving back out to Doyle. 2:05 to go, first half. Holst asks for the ball. Looking inside. We're going to have an illegal pick, and we're going to go the other way. That on. Can you believe there's less than 2 minutes to go in the first half? That's the second foul on both teams.
Yeah. We just had too many situations in the first half where he ain't even got a shot off.
And that was another one of them. Boy, when was the last time we had a shot, come to think of it? I guess last time down the floor when Asplin couldn't get it down, but before that it was 2 or 3 times also. Strode in the corner, knocked away, picked out finally by Hahn. Knocked away in there by Hahn, and Holtz picked up finally by Hahn. Gabriel's looking to make penetration. There's the penetration to Ramirez. Ramirez now wants to drive. Drives inside to Hahn, around the horn once again. And this is Doyle. Doyle on the drive, travels out of bounds, and another no-shot situation.
Another turnover with no shot.
.126 now.
Last three possessions been 2 turnovers, an air ball, and a missed layup. That's been our last 3 possessions.
I think that's 4.
No, on the same air ball and the missed layup was on the same possession.
Okay. I was counting different. In there, take it away. They won't take it away from the bulldozer as he grabs hold of it with the blade. 16-15, 104. Will we go for 1 here? Probably not against a man-to-man. Hahn in the corner, out of bounds, and how many times in a row now has that been? I see the old lost at 0 coming up in the second half with the pick at the top, and here we go.
Stark County's going to go for 1.
We'll go for 1 in the possible lead with 43 seconds to go. That's a travel there, nothing called. There's a foul there. He called another travel.
We finally got it.
38 seconds to go. Will Putnam County go for 1? Coach just yelled one. I don't know if that's play one or one shot. 29 seconds. Probably run the flex. Got to be careful of the illegal picking here. Gets it to Gabriel's, almost knocked away. This goes ahead. Hahn tries to get this. Strode gets the bunny down with 15 seconds. And Putnam County finds himself down by 1 with 11 seconds. With 9, with 8. Steve drives inside. Steve will look for somebody open. There's Doyle with 3. Inside, Ramirez shoots it. No good. Nope. Will not count. They're going to give him 2 shots.
We got a foul.
They're going to give him 2 shots. I think that's the first call that guy's made all night. And they're going to give him 2.
That's a first foul on Stark County.
You know what? Looking at it from up here, I don't think they made a foul the whole half. I think that was after the horn went off. Gets that one down, ties the score. 17 apiece. Ramirez with a chance to put Putnam County ahead, does so. And it's 18-17. You know, 3 fouls on 2 teams, 3 fouls total. I could have refereed this till I was about 85 years old.
Yeah.
Well, Putnam County has the slimmest of leads here at halftime. It's at 18-17. PC by 1.
We got the most fouls in a game, but we don't have a record for the least fouls.
What is the least fouls? Is it there?
0. I'd say it doesn't have. It just has in here what the record is for the most fouls in a game.
Which is?
31 by Putnam County and 31 by Hall.
But it doesn't have the least.
Doesn't have the least fouls.
Well, maybe we'll have to go for that record that they can put it in for next year's Colmone Classic. Right now with the score 18-17. Let's take this very short break. Okay, we're back for the second half. We didn't get a chance to run that commercial by McNabb Telephone, but don't forget they have got the best rates for all of your long-distance calls that there is. I know if you own a business or whatever it is, you're always looking for rates. You're always looking for the best deals. And, of course, if you're a homeowner, you're so confused by, you know, what's AT&T got, what's MCI got, and all this and all these other companies. Well, the best rates are quite simply down there at McNabb Telephone, and we ask that you go and you compare your rates with what they have for you. And remember, 90% of the people, 90% means the odds are with you, have saved money by going to McNabb for their telephone long-distance service. But don't forget the McNabb Telephone and the long distance and also the internet.
We got Coach Koopman in the crowd now.
No,
the baseball coach from IV.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, over there.
We got him in the crowd.
That's Justin's coach over there.
And his designated driver, James Garland, over there. I think Gar's one of the drivers for when they go on their southern trip, right?
I really don't know.
I think he is.
Could very well be.
That's scary because I've ridden with him before.
Almost knocked way out of bounds, and it goes back to Stark County as we're here in second half action.
Well,
Coach Koopman got married earlier this month.
Well, it looks like he's got his better half there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's looks a lot better over there.
I didn't think he had time for a social life.
I didn't either, as much as he's on the road recruiting. This is Turner, gets the ball off. This is Jackson. Jackson with the long one. No good. Ramirez with the rebound.
Nice job boxing out there. Hey, let's get the ball up the court. Come on.
Let's see what we can do right now in the start of this second half. Gabriels will take the ball going against Jackson. This is Hahn in the corner. Hahn with a long 3. No good. A rebound comes out of there. Doyle picks up the first foul of the second half. And after going with 3 fouls when both teams in the entire first half, Doyle gets the first one in less than a minute to go.
That's all right. We can take a few more chances because nobody's in foul trouble anyway.
Sometimes you got to get a foul to get you emotionally going.
That's right.
18-17. Stark County with a basketball and down by 1. Inside turnaround by Borman makes it 19-18 as Stark County takes the lead. It's just been a kind of a slow, close scoring match. Almost a travel by Gabriels there. We're just not moving a whole lot here in this basketball game. Inside to Gabriels, he gets fouled, nothing called. Up again is Gabriels, misses that one. Gabriels again, Hahn tips it back out. Long one, a 17-footer once again by Holtz. No good, at least we're getting shots now.
Yeah.
Putnam County just gets fouled there. Doyle fouls number 33, Parrott, as he goes to the basket. I think it'll be an out of bounds on the drive, and it is.
Doyle's second foul.
Second foul, second on Putnam County in this half. I think we're starting to see a little frustration take place. Inside, a nice move that time by Peterson, and that's the biggest lead of the game for Stark County. They once had a 2-point lead, now this is a 3. 21-18, Putnam County looking to get the things going here. Just cannot seem to get the car in motion. Get it in gear. Holtz gets the ball to Gabriels, who drives. This is Ramirez on with a 3.
Get in there.
Looks good, it is good. Had the perfect angle right here to see that one going in. And he knocks
knew
it.
that one was either short or long. It was online, wasn't it?
21 apiece, 5:35. Maybe that'll get things going right here. Don't forget the Streeter game. That's off of Ramirez. The Streeter game will be on at Friday night at 6 o'clock as Mike Gonnett puts it on for us. He just looked at me, what? Yes, he is. That game will be, here's the programming now for WRAM.
Okay.
Thursday, we're going to have the championship game, hopefully, or at least the third place game for Putnam County, whatever game that they're in. If they lose here, it's the third place game. If they win, it's the championship game, as they're behind right now. 23-21, but we will run that all Thursday night and up till 6 o'clock on Friday. Friday at 6 o'clock, we'll put the Streeter game on and run that all Friday night, and I'll take it off probably Saturday afternoon. Doyle with a 3 for the lead. No good. Rebound comes out of there. That's lost off of Ramirez out of bounds. That could have been a little questionable,
Yeah,
but
it was.
things are just not going right
Still went
now.
off his hands last.
Now you're starting to see.
Their big men are starting to take over. They've scored all their buckets here in this second half, 54 and 55. All right. So I don't know if they're wearing us down or what, but we're going to have to make adjustment to that. They're just scoring too easy.
A lot of turnovers on both sides here in this basketball game. 4:35 to go. We hope you're enjoying it here on WRAM. Putnam County down by 2, doing what they can to try to get tied or take the lead. Nice move by Gabriels, and finally this one goes down. A lot of contact, nothing called underneath the basket, but instead Steve Gabriels does cut it up to 23.
His first bucket.
Almost knocked away by Gabriels.
We got
over Turner.
We got to get some pressure on their perimeter people, so they can't throw us inside so easy.
That foul is called on Jeff Holtz. That on
Yeah.
Putnam County's number 3. That's the second on Holtz. 4:05 to go in the third quarter. Still only one foul in the entire game on Stark County.
It's got to be a record. Has to be.
And if you want to get real technical, I don't think the one foul that they did call was in regulation.
The horn might have went off. We didn't see the red light come on at the top, did
No.
we? Where's that red light at? To tell us the burger and fries are ready, right?
Jackson gets that down, and Putnam County is now down by 2 once again, 25-23. That's Holtz. Holtz thinks about a 17-footer, shoots the 17-footer. Ramirez gets the rebound. Ramirez back to Holtz. Almost a travel once again by Gabriels. I hate to say it, but I would have called it.
Yeah.
Gabriels with a 3. Maybe he's going to get off that. Holtz with the board. Oh, good rebound. Ramirez over the back, but instead gets taken away by Turner. It's just not falling tonight for the Panthers. Well, it's one thing to say when you're not playing your best and you're still in the game, only down by 2. Turner with an 18-footer, no good rebound. Ramirez, let's go. Here comes Doyle. Doyle up across the timeline. He's looking, stutter step. This is Hahn. Hahn now on the right side. Gabriel's on the top. Coach Slingsby directing traffic. He wants to change things a little bit. Doyle in the corner with a long three, and he hits that one. And Doyle dials up long distance via McNabb, and it's 26-25. Putnam County back into the lead by 1.
All right, now we got to get a couple stops in a row here.
Inside, back out front to Turner, around to Jackson. Jackson has had trouble shooting tonight, but gets that down and puts Stark County back into a 2-point lead again at 28-26. Gabriel's going up against Turner, around Turner, gets it up off the back of the board, doesn't fall. Body contact, and they're not going to call that ticky-tacky into the basket.
No. Situation again where they had a wide open shot again, last time down.
That time Borman gets it down, and they've now got the biggest lead of the night at 30-26. Putnam County's going to start moving and getting a little movement in it. Long one by Chris Doyle. That was a nice shot.
Yeah.
Notice how we picked up intensity a little bit there in the offense. A little bit better movement.
Got a pick there from Hahn.
30-29. Putnam County down by 1. Shot taken by Webster. No good. A rebound inside by Borman. Shot, no good. Rebound. Finally, Holtz takes it away.
Let's go.
He gets it out to Doyle. Doyle tries to run it down, but instead it's out of bounds. Putnam County trying to run here a little bit. Asplin comes in for Putnam County. Also coming back into the ballgame is Peterson for Stark County. Holtz has a seat. 1:47 to go in the third quarter. Shot taken that time, partially blocked. Knocked away by Hahn.
Good box out by Hahn. Let's go.
They're trying to set up picks inside. Long one once again by Doyle off the front of the rim, going out of bounds. It does go out of bounds. Out of bounds to Stark County. Well, at least the action's picking up a little bit.
Yeah, we're still letting them dictate the tempo.
Putnam County still down by 1. Fieldcrest won big in the game before this, and the LPJVs won also.
Good steal by John Paul.
John Paul Ramirez with an excellent steal. Good defense by the Bulldozer. Putnam County with a chance to tie or take the lead here. Down by 1, 30-29. No fouls yet on Stark County in this quarter. 1 on the entire game, and there's been a lot of body contact when Gabriels has been driving. It's a good thing I have a microphone, or I might mention that, point that out to some of the people in the striped shirts.
We're moving around, but we're not getting any picks.
We're a lot of movement, but nothing happening. Long one taken that time by Gabriels. It should be out of bounds to Putnam County. What have we got? It goes to Stark County. I thought it was partially blocked.
I don't know. I don't know if it was touched or not.
Right now it is Coach Slingsby, as you can see in the bottom of your screen there, talking to the official, still talking to the official about what's going on there. 1 foul on Stark County in the entire game with 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. They may go for 1. They have the lead. Taken away. Bad pass taken away by Gabriels. Gabriels drives off the glass and puts it down and puts some pressure.
Put some pressure.
To a 1-point lead.
Let's go. Put some pressure.
There's 6 seconds. There's 5. Long one taken by Stark County. No good. Ramirez, no foul called anywhere. And Putnam County has a 31-30 lead going into the fourth quarter.
We should have extended our pressure there and not let them get a shot off.
Brook Farms and the Maize Seed Corn Company is the place to go for all of your seed needs, whether it be seed corn or seed beans. The LG Seed Beans, they have Roundup Ready beans, they've got the regular beans, and they've got some great things for you from the Maize Seed Corn Company. 2 big numbers here, 36.77 and 37.65. 2 big numbers there.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And you can learn all about it from many of the people at Brook Farms, but our one number to call is 339-2565. That's 339-2565. The number to call for the best numbers available in all of your seed corn and seed bean products. That's Brook Farms and Maize Seed Corn Company. I knew you'd be impressed by the numbers.
That was impressive.
31-30.
Well, nobody's in foul trouble, so we can pick up the intensity, take a few chances here.
How can Stark County have one foul
after 3 quarters?
After 3 quarters.
Actually, no fouls, because really the red light had come on.
No fouls in the entire game that should have been called. One was.
I wonder what the IHSA record is.
I don't think it's possible to go this. It's not possible to play the game with 1 foul, is it? Doyle thought about it. Doyle gets called for a double dribble. And we start out the 4th quarter with the way much of the game has been played.
We've been fortunate because we've traveled a bunch of times, I think, that they haven't called.
Right. I agree with you. New man into the ball game. This is Polk. Gets the ball off to Turner. Inside.
Good steal
knocked away by Gabriel. Here comes Gabriel's up the floor. Let's see what we can do now. Uses the pick of Hahn. Goes around. This is Hahn. Come on for 3. Gets it partially. Right, gets it in anyway. I thought it got partially blocked, but it got down anyway. And it looks like maybe if we can try a little in out again with Gabriel's and Hahn. 34-30. Putnam County with a 4-point lead.
Yeah,
just over 7 minutes to go. Shot taken, no good, rebound.
All right,
Hahn comes up with the ball, and Putnam County starting to play with a little more intensity.
There we go.
Asklin.
Come on, TJ.
Asklin gets it knocked out of his hand. Asklin goes after it. Ball's on the floor, jump ball, and it will go to Stark County.
Just a little late reacting. He had a puppy. He didn't know it.
He turned around and expected to see a big black shirt there, and it wasn't there. Strode into the ball game now for Stark County, and Jackson has a seat. 7 minutes to go exactly now in this basketball game. This is Polk. Gets called. Oh, timeout by Stark County. And speaking of timeouts, you need to take a timeout and go see the Granville National Bank or the North Central Bank in Hennepin or the First State Bank of McNabb. Why? Because these people, if you give them a little time, will be able to turn in some small cash into some big bucks. And how do they do that? With the wise investments. But if you've got maybe a business or something that you want to get started and need the additional loan, the best place to go is one of the 3 banks in Putnam County. They love to start businesses, especially in Putnam County. So the place to go for all of your financial needs is the Granville National Bank, the North Central Bank in Hennepin, and the First State Bank in McNabb.
Can't beat 3 banks, can you?
No.
For the smallest county.
The tri-banks.
In the state.
Yeah. Big, and you know, all 3 of those banks are big supporters of a lot of events.
Yes, they are.
In Putnam County.
Not just athletic events.
No. And you know what? People like that, people like Choney, all those got it, advertise, you know where they're at. They're just helping support the kids of Putnam County, getting these things on TV, both boys and girls. We hope you're enjoying it here on WREM. Don't forget, Friday night at 6 o'clock, the replay of the Streeter game, hopefully after a championship victory here at the Hall Holiday Colmone Classic. Gabriel's playing some good defense.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
This time by Turner.
Right,
no good rebound by Hahn. Let's go Putnam County right here and get another basket. 34-30. A chance to take a 3-point, maybe a 6-point lead. I was thinking of a 3-point would make it 7. Asklin around to Hahn. His pick inside. Hurry up, get out of the lane. Asklin probably will not shoot that. Now there's all kinds of pressure. They are hounding us man-to-man, clear out to the 10-second line. Long one by Gabriel's off the rim, no good. A rebound comes out of there to Turner.
Now we've been lucky the last couple times down the court. They haven't got it inside to the big man, and hopefully they'll continue to try to shoot it from outside.
This is Peterson. That's Turner. Turner back into Peterson. Bores his way in there. Nothing called. Nothing called again.
TJ with 2 blocks in a row.
That brings the crowd up. Asklin with 2 blocks in a row. One from the front, one from behind. Almost taken away out of bounds and back to Stark County. Boy, oh boy, things are getting rough now.
He must have 20 turnovers.
Not the most well-played game, but if it goes down in the W column, that's all you worry about. Have a bad game and still play in it. Another turnover.
Thank you.
What's in that ball tonight?
Must have been some of those Mexican jumping beans, huh? What do you think? Huh?
Well, Depew played here tonight. Maybe they left a few in that ball for a little bit later on there. You know, they've got a large Hispanic population there. Maybe they did something.
Get in there.
On with a three. No good. Rebound. Asplund goes after it. Comes out of there to Borman. He gets it to Turner. 5 minutes almost exactly now to go in the basketball game. Putnam County 34. Stark County 30. Who's going to be left?
We got to keep pressure on the perimeter so they can't pass it inside so easy. We need to not sag off. We need to keep pressure on the ball so they can't pass it in so easily to the post. TJ's having trouble because he's getting up a lot of weight.
Borman gets
right.
fouled.
That was a good burn of a foul there. He had a layup.
That on Putnam County is the fourth this half. There's still none on Stark County. One foul in 3.5 quarters. Unbelievable.
Not quite 3.5.
Getting close. Boy, they must be good, clean kids. Man. On the line as Borman misses that one.
Holtz back in for TJ. And Stark County makes a couple substitutions.
34-30 yet. He gets the second one. That's no good. What do we have? A lane violation on Doyle. I don't know what he did there. We'll have to look at the tape on it.
He moved after the ball was given to the shooter.
Well, maybe he can go for the trifecta here. 0 for 3, maybe. It's up. He missed that one also.
Right.
It might have worked out to our benefit because I think they got the rebound on the last one. That could play big later. Inside the Bulldozer.
Right, there we go.
Oh.
Foul number 2.
The crowd gets up for that. 34-30. The first in-time foul called as Ramirez gets that. Should I phrase it that way? The first in-time foul as opposed to the out-of-time foul? Second one is down.
Job,
and John Paul Ramirez.
All right, let's get a stop now. Let's
makes
go.
it 36-30. How about a steal and a bunny at the
That's
other
right.
end?
Let's get us a steal. Get a turnover here. Get a stop.
Putnam County still in the man-to-man
You ready to help?
defense. Foul that time on Doyle. I think that's the
Third on Doyle. 15 foul, I believe. Yeah.
We got another one to give before they go into the bonus.
We can still burn another one yet.
They've got another 4 ball games to play before we could get into the one bonus. The right
But
things
if we're
are
ahead,
going.
that might work out.
Almost a travel, nothing called inside. Nothing
Get the ball.
called there.
There we go. All
Gabriel's
right.
with the ball.
Got to break again.
4:05 to go. Gabriel's being closely guarded. Got to do something. 5-second call. The old refereeing came out of me when I said closely guarded. That was a good call.
Well, what doesn't make sense, they hadn't called it all night. Huh?
Yeah, but it was there. 36-30. Another turnover by the Panthers. Under 4 minutes to go. Hope you're enjoying it here on WREM Television. Don't forget, some of the supporters. Dr. Dawes says take a bite out of tooth decay and brush your teeth.
Good job by help. Good help from Holtz, and John Paul did a good job boxing out.
Also by the villages of Granville and Hennepin supporting Putnam County youth. Looking for Doyle, does finally get it to him. Doyle gets hip check over the Holtz.
All right.
Nice move by Chris Doyle getting the ball to Jeff Holtz, and it's 38-30.
Right.
Timeout called by Stark County as the Panthers are coming through. Speaking of coming through, the Granville Drugstore. You know, I've been sick all day. I've had this terrible cold. I was coughing and sneezing so bad today, my eyes were watering, and I was thinking to myself, wouldn't it be nice to have a nice local drugstore? But no, where I'm at, where I live and where I work, there's no local drugstore. But how nice it would be to live in the Putnam County area, because not only do you have a local drugstore, you've got the best drugstore, the one that cares for customers, that delivers the medicines that you need. And talk about experts. Dave Thompson is an expert when it comes to over-the-counter needs that you can take, which will relieve the cold and flu symptoms that you'll get this winter. So, Putnam County, how lucky you are to have a drugstore and a person like Dave Thompson to service all your needs in downtown Granville.
And just think, the Lawson bus could have brought that over to you.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
You know what?
There
if I
you
would have
go.
called him, he probably would have run it up to the school,
That's right. He
put it
would've.
on the bus.
You bet he would have.
I took a couple Sudafed at home that wore off about 15 minutes ago, and I'm starting to feel it already. No overtimes tonight. Drive inside. They're going to call a block on Ramirez.
That was a good call. He wasn't quite there.
And he didn't hit him straight on. It was off the shoulder. It was a good call. It was a good call.
He wasn't quite there in time.
We'll tell you when they're bad.
He wasn't quite there yet.
Talking with the crowd here. 3 fouls total on Stark County tonight. That on Putnam County, I believe, is the 6th. They've only got 5 on the board.
They haven't put it up on the board, but he had 5 while ago. So
this is Parrott on the line.
Looks like they need to fix a few bulbs here on this east scoreboard.
I guess so. May makes the second one.
They say he called timeout. Now they went to a press. Diamond and 1.
Doyle tried to get the ball across court. Finally, Hahn gets it. Tries to get it to Gabriel's. Taken away. That's Strode in the corner. Strode being double teamed. Gets it out front to Turner. And here comes Stark County, I'm afraid. Rebound. Get it out of there. Picked out of there once again. This time by Strode once again. Turner in the corner. Turner with Gabriel's all over him. Foul on Gabriel's. And they are now in the bonus. And we did not need that with 2:46 to go.
Well, we should have recognized the press better than what we did.
They've got 1 back on the board for Stark County. That's right. They've only got 1 foul this half, 2 in the entire game. Alcione Ford since 1934 has been the place to go for all your Ford needs. And, they're running the big commercial out there now, the No Baloney deal. You heard about it first here on WREM television. There's no baloney when it comes time for the deals. And, we asked you in the past, go to these other places and shop and compare. You'll always end up in Granville. And I happen to think about it today. Why do you want to run all over when the best deal is in your own back door? So the place to go for the best deals, the best product, the best service is no further than Alcione Ford.
That'd be a good trivia question. How many vehicles have they sold since 1934?
Oh, boy, I don't know.
The trivia question of the night, since we have a little time here, is one player has won the MVP the most times. And how many times did he win it?
Sean Jepson.
He won it twice, back to back.
Is he the most?
No.
3 times. Was it somebody from Putnam County?
No.
Oh.
Ken Megarini won it in 80. And I believe Scotty Tolan won it in 74. Okay.
Who would that be? Missing. Rebound
That's
out of
ours.
bounds.
It's off Black.
Oh!
Now that was a bad call.
On push at 38-33, and Stark County just refuses to go away. Bill Brassick from Flanagan.
3 years in a row.
7 feet tall. The Flanagan Falcons. Inside, a nice move that time. We need to get a board. We can't get a board. Stark County calls timeout. And we needed that to talk about the Mike Gonnett Insurance Agency. Gonnett Insurance Agency serving all of your needs for a long time right there in downtown Granville. Mike Gonnett is there to service you and tell you what you need and explain to you all the insurance options that you have. If you own a home, you have to have insurance. And how much insurance do you need? Let him tell you what the value of the house is, because not only is he an insurance agent, he's also a real estate agent. So he knows the value of your house and how much you need. That way you don't have to become overinsured. And that's an important thing in the insurance world today. Don't be taken for too much money. And that's why you should go see the Gonnett Insurance Agency in downtown Granville. 2:32, 38-33.
In that case, Stark County could have saved him a timeout by just throwing the ball off our legs since they're right there by the out-of-bounds line. Second thing on that press for us, you got 10 seconds to get across the court.
Yeah.
So if you violate the 10 seconds, they're still not going to get a layup off it, are you?
No, not at all. I just checked our Just checking to
got
make
enough
sure
tape?
we're on. Yeah, we got enough tape tonight.
That's good.
You know, it was that interview with Peterson beforehand
Yeah,
that caused
okay,
the problem.
All right.
But we had to get that
I
in.
was just checking. Well, that's what the assistant coach is supposed to be doing.
On the ground. Now they call a foul on Ramirez. Oh, our crowd does not like that one. After he was down and out.
We got to be careful there, not get a technical. Not the time to get a technical.
I believe there was a foul there. It was the way in which he called it that hurt.
Yeah, that's right.
There was a foul. I don't disagree with that. It was the way in which it was called. On the line is Borman, the senior, with the one impossible bonus.
Oh.
Missed it, rebound. And when's the last time we got a rebound and had the ball at our end? I can't think of the last time. Turner with a three. No good. Another rebound. No good. Another on the floor. Picked our ball. Yahoo!
Now that time it was their ball, so they evened it up.
I thought it was ours this time. Here we go. This ball game televised here on WRAM. Our cameramen tonight are the Emma boys. Jonathan and Justin made the trip here. Watch the alma mater. Yes! Yes!
All right.
Outstanding pass once again from Steve Gabriels, and now we're into it. 40-33, a 7-point lead, and that sounds so good to say.
And that's good because they got a foul. There's a charge.
There
They've only got one team foul. Now that's going to play out of their hands for only having one team foul.
He didn't think Ramirez could.
5 more times, and still we're not going to be in a bonus after 5 more times.
You knew Ramirez couldn't go a whole ball game without a offensive in there someplace. Jump ball, our ball, our ball, our ball.
We need to throw over the top of the press so we don't get trapped in the corner.
Might be a good time to bring Holtz up to the 10-second line so we can
throw it over
slide
the
him.
top so we don't get trapped in the corner.
Get rid of it in a hurry. Hahn now gets the double team. He'll dribble around it. He comes up. He's looking. There's, bring it back out, and we might take some time off the clock right here.
That's all we need to do because they got to foul us.
They're going to have to come out pretty soon, that's for sure.
That's right.
Driving inside. Hahn back out front.
Right.
Gabriels. Steve Gabriels.
Coach has got to tell them to foul. They're going to.
Well, he's all over him. By George, what does it take?
That's all
here?
right. That's all right. We let him eat some time off. They're not going to foul right away.
Steve Gabriels has been body checked half the night, especially when he's been driving to the basket. Nothing's been called. Third foul, 4th for the night on Stark County. Another foul there as the coach wants him to foul now. And they won't have their ability, hopefully, to set the record here. Only a second off the clock.
I don't know. For 2 fouls for 30 minutes,
Unbelievable.
that's unbelievable.
That's unbelievable. This is Hahn. This is Steve Gabriels on the right side. Gabriels will get fouled here in a minute. And reaches in. Now they call it. Ladies and gentlemen.
A little late.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's even. We have to say it's even.
It's even and it's consistent.
That's right.
And that's what you look for in an official.
It was late down here when the kid fell down. It was late there.
Late, both cases. The right call in both cases. Asplund comes in. He'll come in for Holtz. 1:08, 68 seconds to go. Putnam County with a 7-point lead. Asplund right back to Gabriels. Gabriels drives. That almost is an intentional by grabbing him. That is the 6th foul. The next one, Putnam County. Now look at that. They went 30 minutes without a foul, and now from 120 to 105, they've picked up 5. Amazing thing here. If Putnam County can hang on here, they'll go to the championship game on Thursday night. Looking for three-peat. And Putnam County won it 3 years in a row. Their bulldozer just got fouled from behind, and that's an unintentional foul.
And that's good because he's been hot from the line.
The buzzer rang, but I'm not worried about anybody fouling out from anywhere. Oh, it was a tedious first 3 quarters here, but the 4th quarter finally lightened up a little bit. Crowd got into it, too.
Yeah.
Sometimes that changes the momentum a little bit. 1:04 to go. First one by Ramirez gets that down. John Paul Ramirez falls across the line. Fortunately, after it goes through the basket. Second one is up. It's no good. It's a little long. And, you know, you got to say one thing. Stark County can play defense. They have played good defense all night long. Driving inside and getting the ball down is, let's see, 23. That's poked. 41-35. Timeout, Putnam County. Don't forget our advertisers, Got an Insurance Agency, Alcione Ford, Granville Drugstore, Granville National Bank, North Central Bank in Hennepin, First State Bank in McNabb, by Brook Farm, by Nass Countryside Cellular, McNabb Telephone, the McNabb Telephone Long Distance Service and Internet Service, and by Eric Tater and the Tater Oil Company. And don't forget the supporters of WREM, Dr. Robert Daw, the Village of Granville, the Village of Henry. Tell your cable companies you'll enjoy watching these games on your cable. Tell the advertisers. And don't forget, Friday night at 6 o'clock, the Streeter game goes on. Everybody, tape it in this SP speed on your tape recorders if you're going to do it. Don't put it in EP. EP doesn't look near as good, especially with our facilities there at WREM. Tape it in the SP mode, standard play. And you got to get it in the beginning.
Will be the same.
It will it? Yeah. I don't know. You know, I called Coach the next morning, and I think the 1 o'clock showing, we got beat that night against Streeter, if I'm not mistaken. But we won 2 out of 3 that night.
That might be why Streeter got in the prestigious Pontiac tournament, though. So I would say they definitely stepped it up as far as competition goes, right?
Well, they couldn't win it here. They couldn't win it here.
Yeah.
They were here how many years and couldn't win it? Gabriels gets fouled. He'll go to the line with a 1 in bonus. 6-point lead. We need some free throws here. 47 seconds to go. We're getting down to the time where it's almost, do you foul him to keep him from shooting a 3?
It's going to take us longer to play the last 2 minutes than it did the first 3 quarters.
Gabriels hits that one. 42-35. 47 seconds to go. The winner goes to the championship game Thursday night. It's up. That's good. There we go. And Putnam County 43 to 35.
Making me some clock up here. Don't want to stop the clock.
Inside driving. That's Polk.
There we go.
Away. Out of bounds to Stark County. 35 seconds.
That was the old reverse belly play, wasn't it? For a while, I didn't know where the ball was.
I don't know, but it was going off tackle.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he made a first down.
Running the Houston veer there for a while. All right, let's go. Making me some clock up, guys.
Long one taken by Turner. Gets that down. And he makes it 43-38. 5-point lead.
Move it quickly.
They'll probably foul us. Tries to get it ahead to Hahn. He does. 3-on-1. Asklund to Ramirez. Ramirez up.
Get in there.
Didn't quite get it down. He'll go to the line with 2. 15 seconds to go now. If he makes these 2, it's over.
Well, right now, if he makes 1, it's at least 2 possessions, right?
That's correct. Ramirez with the first of 2. It looks good. It is good.
Hopefully we won't have to get into that dilemma. Do we foul him or not when we're up 3, right? Huh? Why did I even bring that up for?
You know, I know. I have studied this. I tell you, you foul them,
you have.
you put them on the line, and then you make a lane violation on the second one until they make it.
You've done your homework.
I'd better believe it. I've even studied it so much, I've got guys shooting free throws trying to miss 10.
And that was nice of them to go down and take a 2, though, because now it's still 4-point lead. Instead of taking a 3, they took a 2. Thank you.
You know, I forgot Flanagan was in here. Boy, that was one of the big years. You remember Mid-County Flanagan?
Slingsby's junior and senior year, the scores were almost identical. If I remember right, we beat them 59-52 and 57-54. That was the scores of the 2 games that we beat Flanagan back-to-back. That would have been in 80 and 81.
And this place was packed. And this was the tournament right here. And you had Flanagan, which was rated second in the state. You had Putnam County rated in the state in those years. You know, you had Mid-County, which was tough. This was the tournament.
And Brassic, is a good thing they didn't let women play on the team. I think she was 6'7", wasn't she? She was tall.
Yeah,
and
I
then the
remember.
following year, Brassic was the MVP again, and in 82, 82, they won it. Flanagan did.
That was Coach's senior year, I believe, wasn't it? Putnam County inbounds.
No, he would have graduated in the spring of 82. So it would have been year after he graduated.
Year after he got, you're right. 4 seconds to go. Gabriels will go to the line.
So right now he holds a little history by playing on a team, winning 2 years in a row, and coaching a team and winning 2 years, in a row.
A chance to go for the trifecta.
Well, we got that possibility.
And we will play the winner of Fieldcrest and Hall. Gabriels gets that down, 45-40. This Stark County bunch is a tough bunch. They just hang with you. Beat Princeton.
All their scores have been low scoring. I think the Princeton game was 58-54, but I believe also that was an overtime game.
Long shot taken is no good. And you were right.
I think we're going to see these guys one more time because I think they might be in our regional.
They are in our regional. It'll be interesting to see what they get placed, if they'll be in the top or the bottom or where we'll be in
that
conjunction
meeting
with it.
will probably be coming up here in January sometime.
And you know, they've gotten quite a bit better, I think, since the beginning of the year. They go to 4-5 now in the year. And you were right. We were 8-2 the other night.
That's right.
We go to 9-2 now with a chance to go 10-2 before Christmas. And then probably take a couple of days off, do a little practice, throw a few more things in, and then gear up right after New Year's. It's St. B. That ball game will be on WRAM television. And also Earlville with the girls will be on WRAM television. I won't be to either one of those games, so you and Mr. Gonnett, you're not going to be either?
Not January 3rd.
Not January 3rd? Well, Mr. Gonnett will have to find...
hopefully looking at my new granddaughter.
Oh.
Then.
Grandpa Ken won't be there.
For the second time.
Second time. I won't be in town during those dates, so I'll be gone. That'll be the first ball game, really, in 3 years. That when Justin was a senior, we put them all on, if you remember. Last year, the only game which we didn't do was Kewanee, Weathersfield, and Marquette, because I got this thing, I ain't going to Marquette again ever. And then this year I'll miss this one. So good luck to Mike Gonnett then on the 3rd and the 4th. He'll be on his on. No, he's going to be gone. That's you, buddy. Oh, the things he just learned coming here. Well, anything to add before we go off?
Hey, we got to win one more. We're going to win it 3 years in a row. But I was impressed by Fieldcrest. I understand Galva wasn't that good, but I was impressed with Fieldcrest, their shooting and their ball handling.
And their quickness.
So
And, but
I think when we play Fieldcrest, we might, it might be more of an up-tempo game, and we just have trouble playing these slow-down games. We just never pushed the ball and made them play a faster game.
Well, what helps being the number 1 seed, we get a night off tomorrow night. Fieldcrest has to come back here and play Hall.
That's right.
And Hall, of course, is no slouch. They've been playing some pretty decent basketball lately. That ought to be quite a ball game tomorrow night as Hall and Fieldcrest play. I think it's only a doubleheader tomorrow night. Let me look here. On Wednesday night, it is a doubleheader. That will be Lamoille will be taking on Galva at 6:15, and then Hall will be taking on Fieldcrest at 7:45 if you want to get over here and see that ball game and maybe do a little advanced scouting. I'm sure we'll probably see Coach over here and a few other people talking a little basketball. Well, I think that pretty well does it. Don't forget, Friday night at 6 o'clock, we're going to get the Streeter game back on. I've had a lot of people tell me they didn't get a chance to tape it, and you'll have that opportunity coming up Friday night. We'll play. Now, what we're doing is playing the championship game Thursday night. We'll play it all Thursday night and all day Friday. Kids get out of school early. They'll have a chance to see that ball game all the way up until 6 o'clock. Then at 6 o'clock, we're going to put on the Streeter game as Mike Gonnett's going to go down and take care of that.
Many hours of viewing.
Many hours. Hey, we're going to call this championship weekend. How about
Championship week. We're competing with ESPN now, aren't we?
Well, we're number one local sports.
That's right.
We got to put that in perspective. For everybody here, it was Justin and Jonathan Immel doing the camera work for us tonight. For Ken Jenkins and the entire crowd up here, including Mike Gonnett, who's just leaving us right now, this is Jack Immel saying, we hope you enjoyed it here on WRAM as once again, the Panthers are victorious. So long, everybody.